Good morning, afternoon and night to whoever might be watching this video. My name is Rafael Bezerra and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to talk about the film The Treasure of Sierra Madre from 1948, directed by John Huston. Apart from this picture, I had watched only one more movie from John Huston, which was The Maltese Falcon from 1941. As a comparison, both films were starred by the great Humphrey Bogart, and perhaps they are both his most iconic ones. In case you don't exactly know who Huston is, I find it interesting that within the many roles that he took as an actor, he played the character Noah Cross in Chinatown from 1974. Anyway, personally speaking, I think that The Treasure of Sierra Madre might be his best work. In the story, we follow a penniless American man named Fred C. Dobbs, who is trying to be lucky in the city of Tampico, Mexico. He forms a friendship with another American, Bob Curtin. Together they realize that they won't go any far with the risky jobs they get, so by fate they encounter the old prospector Howard and decide to form an alliance to go in search of gold in that dangerous land. However, nothing is as easy as it seems, and beyond the natural disadvantage that they face, something much darker might come out from their spirits when finding richness. This is a modern tale about greediness and how much it can change the soul of a man. After all, it's Dobbs himself who says that indeed there is nothing cursed about the gold itself. It all turns around the person who finds it. And we actually don't know exactly who our characters are. No solid information is given to us to make sure that they might not go that far if given the chance. Another iconic film that tells a similar story about gold prospecting is Greed from 1924, directed by Erich von Stroheim. A nice comparison that can be made is that as a genius form of storytelling, the gold itself is extremely recognizable due to its strong yellow color in the middle of grey. But in The Treasure of Sierra Madre, the treasure itself doesn't have anything flashy. It almost looks like sand actually. There is no aura around it, what just reinforces the idea that maybe the all really just depends on the person who finds it. The film has a great pace in which all the key moments are very well chained. One small thing leads to other and then to other, forming a snowball. It has a straight line regarding how out of control things keep getting. There were moments of conflict between them that got me real nervous, and for the most part they were just conversations. A certain tone is created that perhaps just a single word or gesture can completely change their interactions, and result in even more paranoia with no turning back. The tension is gradually increased, and it starts with the typical threats such as bandits and the wilderness, shifting to the kind of danger which might be more intrinsic to the person next to you. There is also some type of cynical humor in the way that some acts unroll. Howard, in the face that his goods can be stolen when he's away, chooses to help the locals. This good action ends up obliging him to separate from them one more time. This irony is also present in the end. After all that struggle and sacrifice, the gold is lost, mixed with the sand. Perhaps it was some kind of punishment, and even the gods seem to laugh at their misfortune. Being hit by such a big absurd of the universe being against them, there is nothing left but to also laugh. At least they escaped alive from the search. The highest point of the film must be of course the character Dobbs, mainly because he was played by Humphrey Bogart in what might even be one of his best roles. In 1948, he hadn't played an actual villain for a long time. There was a convention in Hollywood of leaving the antagonist part to less known actors, but here he plays someone with a very clear lack of morality. His character might not even be bad in essence, he has no sadness, just an extreme fear of coming back to the same conditions he was before, leaving him with a paranoia more than anything else. A primal instinct, which as the film progresses and he gets literally darker and darker, takes control of his mind. Well, those were my thoughts on the film The Treasure of Sierra Madre from 1948, directed by John Huston. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and to check my Letterboxd page in description. and I see you in my next video.